So, Ricky, where to from now?
Okay. Sure. Okay, so I think the first point of departure is going to be for us to contact the researchers and get their underlying data. Now, let me explain why.
Do you think that they will give it to you?
They may or may not, but I believe that it's important, and there's a reason for this. In some of the research papers, the researchers have stated what statistical program they use to do their research. I'm very familiar with that program because I use it in my day-to-day work. It's a program called Stata or Starter. Now, the benefit of this program is, unlike, let's say, Excel, which is click and point, Stata also is click and point, but it can also use code. Now, the benefit of that is that you can save all of your code. And what you should be able to do is open up another researcher's code and click Run, and it should spit out the exact answers that they have. What it does is it takes the data set, it imports it into the program, it cleans that data, it does the analysis, and it gives you the results. So it's very important, for example, in my line of work, when we do data analysis and we submit it to an authority, the authority says to us, but how did you get to the answers? And we say, here's the raw data, here's my data coding, and you put them together, you click Run, and there's your answers that you see in the Word document that we submitted. It will also tell us if they did any additional, let's say, tests about their assumptions and sense checking the data and making sure that it all makes sense. That should, according to Stata themselves, in their workflow process manuals, suggest that all of this code should be saved because it allows you to track what you're doing and it allows for sense checking of other people's research. So that's the first stage. Let's get that, let's sense check it, let's make sure it's all there and that it lines up. After that, I believe that we can definitely expand on the scope of the research that we've looked at. I focused only up until 2014, 2015, because that's really where the WITS report, the ministry report, etc., that's kind of, I think, the genesis of the FCA comes from there. So we can definitely go further and start looking at that. And then I think the next step is to take what we have and probably put it into, when I say probably because it might be tricky, put it into a digestible and easy to understand format and start getting more and more researchers involved in this field. And I think we can take inspiration from other jurisdictions, especially in America. You have many, many people in the pro-gun lobby that are doing these types of analyses. Now in South Africa, we don't always have that data, but there's absolutely no reason why there can't be why we can't do our own research, or why we can't produce research based on others' research where we critique and we have open debate. I think that, you know, that is at least the best thing that we could do for now. And I guess we can always think long term about, as I say, presenting this to the minister, and instead of having Gun-Free South Africa whispering in his ears, we can at least be whispering in the other ear to say, as a government body, you should be responsible to listen to all sides. And that's, I think, at least the starting point.
Well, thank you very much from the gun owner side for joining us and for doing this massive piece of work. And thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.